challenge of how do you get a meeting started even? How do you get folks to kind of put their smartphones away and start paying attention? What are your strategies?
So I'm very much like Julian.
Oh, go ahead.
Everybody wants to talk. So I'll say that the question that I ask to start the conversation happens during the presentation, especially if someone else is giving the presentation. But as far as getting a discussion started, or at least getting people interested in it, this sort of sounds obvious, but they're only gonna listen to you or be comfortable if they know you and they have some sort of attachment to you or relationship to you. So anybody that comes in the door, if it's not me, I hope it's one of the student officers. They go up and make sure we learn their name, we say hi, we say, hey, we've got some food and drink if you want some, come sit down, you're welcome anytime. That does wonders for getting people interested, because they don't feel like this is just a class. This is a place that they can sort of call home, so to speak. And then, I was going to add something to that, but that's more for during a presentation, which I already talked about. So I'll leave it there.
Yeah. So we're pretty bad about using icebreakers, or rather not using them. Typically, we call the meeting to order of sorts, just start with prayer, because we do want to make clear that we are a Christian group, despite the fact that we want to try and talk about multiple views on different issues and not beat people over the head, say, no, this is what you have to believe. We do want to be welcoming to people of all backgrounds, but we also need to communicate that we're coming at this from a biblical perspective. We are committed Christians, all of us. So prayer is typically the go-to start for us.
And Chris, you said you're pretty terrible with icebreakers. I mean, it all sort of depends on what your goals are. I mean, for some people, the icebreaker thing is like very youth groupy. And so, maybe that's not the vibe you're going for. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, I would say.
Yeah, I did trivia once when we talked about Mormonism. I'm talking too much. You go ahead, Wesley.
I was going to answer Kurt's question. I've been a part of a group that did icebreakers, and it went really well for them. They were a real big group, and it because you can't talk to everybody, and nobody can talk to everybody, and so it kind of relaxed everyone beforehand. The group that's at Kansas City, there's what they do is the president calms everybody down and sits everyone down and just does the announcements. And what I love that he does is every single time he reiterates the vision of why we're here, of why, and that this particular group is at a Christian school, and so it's a bit more focused, because then they go evangelize at the public school university later, twice a month. But they come and he's like, we are here to get ready to go evangelize. We are here getting pumped up and getting better at, and to be better ambassadors for Christ. Like, he's always just sharing the vision and mission of Ratio Christi, just rallying everyone, just a hype man. And that is something I love about that student president. So that's how we do it.
Yeah, mine's very chill, which is my personality. I just want to be that person that they can come to regardless of what state they're in, what state I'm in, and just talk to them. So I'll let them in on, hey, guys, like if my day was bad, for instance, like I've had a really bummer of a day. So I'm, just kind of starting it off like, hey, here's just a recap of my day, or like kind of using the Greg Kokel tactics type thing. Like, oh, they're wearing like one of them might have been wearing like a Hello Kitty sweatshirt or something like that. It's like, dude, Hello Kitty, like not something I see every day. Like, what, do you actually watch the show, or, stuff like that? And just kind of using and picking out something to kind of break the ice in a sense, but not actually have it be super substantial, just to kind of kick the conversation off. And then I'll come in and actually, divert the conversation into something that we're actually supposed to be talking about.